Et voilà. Time to...
Whoa! Hi friends, welcome to Play It Meow. My name is Stephanie, and today we are going to be playing a brand new game, The London Case.
Detective Hercule Poirot? Ah, Chief Commissioner. On the contrary, it is a most convenient time. The safe passage of a painting? Tell me everything. If man was meant to travel the oceans in such conditions, a distraction is what one needs. Where is that blasted contact? How is one to Very well. I shall wait no longer.
Beautiful, isn't it? Pardon, monsieur? The open water. It really is.
When one suffers from the mal de mer, the beauty...
Forgive me, I just can't imagine being scared of the ocean in this day and age.
I can assure you, monsieur, it is not a matter of being...
I didn't mean to offend.
I am...
Forgive me, madame.
No harm done. Accidents happen. I
didn't see.
You thought I wouldn't notice? A young lady travelling alone. An easy target for you, I bet.
I'm sure the young lady would appreciate the help of two...
That was really weird. It wasn't even letting them finish their sentences before it was switching over, and I showed you my hands so you could see, like, I wasn't clicking anything. I actually wanted to hear what they were saying. I hope it was just this one that was weird like that and not all of them. that are just gonna kind of skip through the dialogue, because that's kind of a bummer. Unknown item. Some objects can be viewed in more detail. Try finding all points of interest on this object. Okay. An ornate family crest, the lion traditionally associated with courage, nobility, and the British. Yes. Yes. Dated 1855. It's old, but it is in near perfect condition. Whoopsies. Okay. The mechanism used to open the case. Oh, that was it. Oh, okay, cool. Alright. A silver cigarette case adorned with a family crest. Okay. Shuffleboard. A coffee cup. Collected items are added to your inventory. Left click on the briefcase to check this at any time. Okay. Alright. Return the cigarette case. What about that telescope? Can I pick that up?
Oh.
A well-crafted brass telescope for viewing the open ocean and stars above. Mine. No, I can't take it. Okay. Passenger. Oh no.
Oh dear. What a mess.
Okay, it's not skipping the dialogue yet, so that's good. Wait, oh, return it to the suitcase. Oh, I see.
A young lady should not be left to gather her own things.
What? I want to give you your... Oh, passenger suitcase. Use? Can I just, use it? Oh.
You are returning home?
I am. But how did you know that?
How do you know I'm returning home? I've been stalking you. Select the correct answers to progress. Much like your investigations, you may need to keep searching for clues before you can solve this fully. She has red hair. That's the clue. I don't know how we know she's returning home. How do we know it? Oh, the lion emblem because it's British?
Besides your educated accent, the crest that adorns your cigarette case, it is of British origin.
Very observant. It's the crest of my family, and the case belonged to my mother. I take it everywhere with me.
Connor says, who are you stalking? You're only allowed to stalk me. Don't worry, Connor. You're the only one worth stalking.
Miss Florence Farquhar, a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Lord Farquhar? Isn't that the guy from Shrek?
The pleasure is ours.
That looks like everything. Except for my powder case.
Are you missing a telescope?
Is this what you're looking for?
It is! Thank you, Miss
Babanin. Anastasia Babanin.
Anastasia Babanin.
Anastasia. What a beautiful name.
It was my grandmother's.
Well, that's everything now. I can't thank you all enough for your help.
I'd be happy to escort you. Here, I'll take your bag.
Oh, yes. Okay, thank you. Cabin 4. I'll be right behind you. Anastasia, perhaps I can offer you a token of my gratitude in the bar later?
Hey, we got her cigarette case. We didn't get a token of gratitude.
That would be lovely.
And you,
Oh,
Mr.
There we go.
Detective Hercule Poirot, at your service.
A detective? I was not expecting to meet such a distinguished gentleman on board.
I did not expect to meet someone of Russian descent on a ship between the great city of Antwerp and Dover.
I never mentioned where I was from either.
But your beautiful accent gave it away. That is not right. Come on now. Oh. That's not right? Okay. Okay, so it must have been this one. I was thinking the Eastern European
One did not have
accent.
to. Anastasia, of Russian origin meaning resurrection.
And here was me thinking I was special.
Your knowledge of my heritage is most impressive.
And I'll take that as my cue to leave. Good evening.
It seems it's just us remaining.
I would very much like to hear stories from your homeland. Perhaps you would join me in the restaurant.
Or my bedroom.
As charming as that would be, I'm feeling rather tired. It must be all the sea air.
Then I shall leave you to your slumber. Adieu.
Is that a thing? Getting tired from the ocean? Huh. I don't know. I don't live near
As
the
much
ocean.
as I enjoyed the delights of the restaurant, I still found my mind drifting back to Mademoiselle Babagna. She really was quite charming.
Ooh.
I have spent the first part of this excursion neglecting my duties. It's time to retrieve my notebook from the safe and begin. The combination was not a difficult one to remember. 1815, the Battle of Waterloo.
Yes. A very common date to remember.
Ah.
Oh, we're doing it. Okay, 1. Oh, I have to click. Okay, 1. 1815, did he say?
Et voilà. Time to...
Wanya!
One cannot ignore such a blood-curdling scream.
Lock your safe again.
My mother's cigarette case. It's gone. How could somebody do this?
Oh, we went to her room. Okay, this isn't our room still. I was like, did she just scream and then burst in our room?
Mademoiselle, I ask that you take a moment to calm.
You're a detective. Of course. What luck.
As luck would have it, one of Belgium's finest.
Yes.
Now, I require as many details of the crime as you can offer.
I came to my cabin and began unpacking. I couldn't get the safe working, but the gentleman that helped me with my luggage showed me how it works. Afterwards, I went for a brief walk, and when I returned, the safe was open, and my cigarette case was gone.
Do we all have the same combination?
We must consider the suspect list. Those who were aware of the cigarette case's existence.
Who would want to steal a cigarette case?
That can only be those who were up on the deck when my luggage spilled. Miss Babagnan, the porter, yourself.
And your helpful stranger.
Yes, of course.
I ask that you gather them for me. And while you are absent, I shall begin my investigation in here, if Mademoiselle permits.
Whatever you need to do to find it.
Okay. New mind map. Ooh ah. The theft of Mademoiselle Farquhar's cigarette case has plagued me for long enough. For the last 2 minutes. I must consider everything I know and deduce the true thief. Okay. Oh. Whenever Poirot uncovers an interesting area of investigation, a mind map is launched. Here you can see all the evidence related to your very first investigation. Using your mouse, try highlighting each piece of evidence to see Poirot's interpretation of them. Okay. Was alone in her cabin. Mademoiselle Farquhar has not had any visitors to her cabin before her cry for help, that is. Mademoiselle, she must have been aware of the safe combination code to open the safe in the first place. Okay. Her set of keys to her cabin given to her when boarding the ship, no doubt. Okay. It's important to pay attention to all evidence information given. This will become vital as you start making deductions. For now, press the right mouse button to return to the scene. Okay. Alright. Ooh. Explore the cabin for more clues. You can use scroll and to rotate the cabin. Oh dear. Okay. Come here, my little friend. Oh my. This is an interesting dynamic. Okay. What's in here? Let's rummage through your luggage. I'm surprised her luggage made it this far without spilling with the amount she packed. Newspaper. An article from the London Illustrated News. Corpse found in Bay Area. Yes. And she likes tea. Oh! Okay. You seemed very alarmed by the rotating screen. I was! I wasn't expecting that to be the mechanic. Okay. The changing world in which we live in and who is permitted to enjoy it. Florence. Oh! Did she write this? Fine art, theater, and literature, as well as other mediums that are synonymous with the arts, have always been considered a middle and upper class area of enjoyment and pastime, with those that fall outside of that desired audience being shunned at the door. Even now, having taken the steps into the 20th century, there are those that continue to exclude the inexperienced and uneducated, the working class, that have not had the privilege of seeing the true beauty of a Monet or read the powerful and relevant words of Charles Dickens in all their splendor. We now sit at the dawn of a new age, with London continuing to solidify its name as a pioneer, bringing art, music, and literature to a modern audience that care more about the contents of the art form in front of them than the contents of their pockets. Is there anything else I can... No. Okay. Well, supper. Very suspicious. Yes.
Huh.
She chose not to dine in the restaurant. This is her. This is her dinner. She just wanted tea. That's it. Okay. Is there... let's see. What else is there? Can I poke around her desk? I feel like... Okay. That's fine. Is there anything in... A sink. Yes.
Huh.
One must present themselves at their best at all times. The mirror is a little high for my stature, however. Oh, poor Poirot. Him and his fancy mustache. Her book. Is there anything? What about this page? No? None of that? Okay, well, time to look at the safe. Room safe, discovery score. Aha. If the thief left any signs of accessing the safe, perhaps a fingerprint on the dial will be it. Oh. Do I have a fingerprint kit? Alright. Can I look? No. Can't look, This must have only become obvious once the safe was moved. Perhaps the cleaners should reassess their standards. Yeah. Should we look at maybe like the make and the year? That's not a thing, I guess. Oh, there are no clear or obvious signs that the safe has been tampered with. The thief must have found another way in. Okay. Alright, so you've seen that the safe was moved. We might be able to find a fingerprint. It doesn't look like it was tampered with. Can we look inside it? Oh, the door remains open and the contents missing. Okay, we got all the discoveries. Nice work.
Mademoiselle, I thought you would be returning with a gentleman also.
Sorry, just had to cough.
The gentleman wanted to speak to the porter alone first.
Who is this gentleman?
I was unaware he is also a detective.
He's not a policeman. He works in insurance, I believe.
It appears I shall be spending my time chasing amateur detectives around the ship.
Mademoiselle, I would like to start with who had access to the safe combination.
No one. It was in a sealed envelope that was waiting for me when I arrived. I memorized it and threw the paper overboard. 4385. It's really not that difficult to remember.
A similar envelope was waiting for me upon my arrival. The date of the Battle of Waterloo, as I recall. Every safe, although identical, must have a different combination.
After the gentleman helped me with the safe, he left.
If the mysterious gentleman is behind the theft, he went to great lengths to hide his fingerprints, but did little to hide his movements in Mademoiselle Farquhar's cabin. There are many questions that require answers. Answers I believe he may hold.
All right, mysterious gentleman. We're coming for you. Oh! New mind map. Investigating a theft was one of the last things I expected from my journey to London, but as an officer of the law, it is my duty to find out who could have stolen Mademoiselle Farquhar's cigarette case and why. Right, notice the number on the link icon has been updated. Try connecting two pieces of evidence to form a deduction. Pay attention to the information given to succeed. Use the mouse to highlight nodes and the left mouse button to stop linking. Okay, dial. Right, so there's no sign of tampering. But so there might be a fingerprint on the dial. Okay.
Logical thinking shall always prevail.
Nice. Given the state of the safe, I assume the thief simply entered the code and took the contents. Nice. Okay, so now we go back. Try exploring the rest of the ship, gathering evidence and making deductions until you're able to... Oh, no, come back. There's something wonky. Okay, so I said this game just came out, like, a couple days ago. I think it literally was, like, yesterday or the day before that it came out. So, there might be some little kinks in there that they still need to work out, but we're going to play it anyway because I'm excited. All right. The ship. Ooh. All right. How do we explore the ship? How do they say we explore it? I know. To deck. Oh, yeah, because I got it. Oh my gosh. I'm just not getting these. There we go. Okay, that's what it was. Should we chat with her first, maybe? Should we chat with her?
Mademoiselle Farquhar, I shall have your cigarette case returned to you before we reach the English coast.
I hope so, Detective.
Oh, we can ask her.
You caught me, reading my own article.
I was right. She did write it.
I must say you raise a very interesting point. Art should have no social boundaries. Creativity is for all to enjoy.
Thank you for saying that. I wish everyone was as open-minded.
Merci, mademoiselle. That is all for now.
So I wonder, because she said that her combination was sitting in an envelope on her bed waiting for her, and then when she read it, she threw it out the window, which is littering. But I wonder if, like, somebody had opened the envelope before her, like, steamed it open and read it, or if it was, I don't know, one of the ship's crew who put the envelope there.
Mademoiselle Babagnan, I'm sorry we must continue our conversation under these circumstances.
On the contrary, what fantastic luck that you are here. Now I get to see you at work. I'm afraid I've done very little, actually. After we parted ways, I went to my cabin. I had barely unpacked and I was fast asleep on the bed.
Oh, nap time.
Alone?
Ooh.
That is a rather personal question, don't you think, Detective? I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. A poor attempt at a joke. Yes, I was alone.
There is no need to be nervous. And then?
And then I was woken up by Florence's scream. I have never heard something so terrifying.
Ah, yes.
You have been most helpful, mademoiselle. I shall not take up any more of your time.
Okay. So she says she was in her cabin, alone, sleeping, and then was woken up by the scream. Why are you in your fancy outfit if you were sleeping? I wonder. But, alright. To deck. What's this? Oh, that's telling me I can't rotate. Okay. Alright. Oh! There's the guy! That passenger.
I'm sorry, but it's just not acceptable, Mark.
I've apologized to the lady.
And that makes everything all right?
It was an accident.
An accident that could have been avoided if you hadn't spent your morning drinking.
Gentlemen, you are behaving like two young boys in the schoolyard. It ends now.
Yes. Who you? What you name?
Is Mademoiselle Farquhar aware you are acting as her knight in shining armor?
I wouldn't go as far as that. I think perhaps we have got off on the wrong foot. I'm Arthur Hastings.
She requested you to follow her to her cabin, no?
It's Hastings! I love Hastings!
Oh, yes, she did, but I wanted to...
Speak with the porter privately? This was part of your investigation?
Well, I'm not a detective. I was just,
Then perhaps you will answer some questions that are vital to my investigation as a detective.
Be nice. You guys are gonna be besties.
What can I do for you? It is. Is my employment relevant to Miss Farquhar's missing cigarette case?
Perhaps.
I hope you will entertain me for a moment. What would you say the chances of proving a theft in a case such as this one are?
Well, a report from a detective like yourself will certainly help expedite her insurance claim.
As I thought.
It had perhaps not crossed her mind before, but being amongst an officer of the law and an insurance man, the idea of insurance fraud may have appeared appealing.
Okay. Oh, and I've been clicking on these and I've been forgetting to read them, so sorry. I'll start reading them. It's tough because I can't remember when he's gonna talk or when I... Anyways. Alright, you wanted to speak with the porter alone.
When Florence, Miss Farquhar, told me that something had gone missing from her safe, I thought it must have been the porter.
Florence, you say?
How so?
I'd rather not say with him standing just there.
It is not I that controls the volume of your voice.
You must have noticed the smell of beer on his breath. I wouldn't put it past a man that drinks on the job to steal.
That is quite the accusation. And if you were correct, you wish to settle the matter with him privately?
I wanted to give him what for, but I suppose I lost my nerve.
Tell me more about your work.
I'm what some would call a middleman. I oversee the handling of recently sold items and put the buyer in contact with an appropriate insurer.
The mention of insurance initially sparked my attention, but the more he talks of his work, I believe he may be my mysterious contact from Lloyd's of London.
It was your work that took you to Belgium?
I can't go into too many details, but I'm actually delivering a rather special piece of art to London. I'm meant to be meeting an official of some sorts that's supposed to be helping me, but no sign of them yet.
Hastings. I wonder.
And it is confirmed. It concerns me that my supposed trusted colleague has found himself involved in the middle of my investigation. I will continue to withhold my true identity and see how Monsieur Hastings' involvement concludes.
Merci, monsieur.
This really is an exciting case. Anything I can do to help Miss Farquhar, please don't hesitate to ask.
Oh, thank you so much for following. I really appreciate it. So Hastings, we know he's going to be good, so I don't think he took the cigarette case or broke into it. So the porter, Mark, he is a drunk, or at least he'd been drinking. I don't know. Maybe he's a little suspicious. I don't know. Let's talk to him. Let's find out.
Perhaps you and I can have a more civilized discussion.
I'll tell you the same as I told your friend. I will not be bullied.
What is your accent?
Intimidation is not my forte. What is uncovering the identity of criminals and making sure they are punished to the fullest extent of the law.
Yeah.
And that's me?
That is what I am yet to conclude.
Alright. Oh, yes. So we're going to ask him about his drinking on the job.
Who said anything about drinking alcohol?
It does not take a detective to identify the distinct odor on one's breath.
Maybe one to calm my nerves. My sea legs aren't here yet, that's all.
Oh, we got a little achievement already. Ooh. How did you come to injure your hand? Ooh.
I was in the cargo hold, cutting something with my knife, and it slipped. No harm done.
I'm not quite sure you understand what that means.
No harm done as he's bleeding.
So now I am stupid and a drunk?
Do you have the knife in question on your person now?
I don't. He stole it and won't return it.
Alright, let's go talk to Hastings again. Did you take that guy's box cutter? Hastings, whoa.
What can I do for you?
The Porthos knife. May I see it? Oh. Alright, ooh, blood. Evidence of blood. This must be what Monsieur Allard cut himself on. Huh. Okay. Whoopsies! No, I didn't want to close it out. Ah! I'm still getting used to the controls on this. Where's the... Oh, okay. We can just go back and we can ask for the knife again. Okay. The tip has been dulled, and there appear to be the slightest metallic flakes still clinging. Huh. Okay. Okay, let's see. How do we... Oh, this is the rotate. Okay. Alright. That's right. That's right. Okay, what other evidence could we get off this? I wonder. Oh, a standard handle for such a knife. Okay. That's it then. A sailor's marlin spike with a foldable blade and a stained spiked tip. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess we could ask him about... we could ask him about the knife.
Monsieur.
Ooh, his voice so gravelly. Okay.
I shall let you return to your duties.
Okay, to cabin. Book. Oh, there's a book. What book? Reading, an excellent way to distract oneself from the surrounding ocean, accompanied with tea. However, I cannot agree with their choice of beverage. The British do love their tea. Where does this go? Does this go anywhere? No? Okay, what about over here? No. Okay. Oh, I have no reason to go there now. Okay. Well, let's check out this maybe? Inspect the ship. Okay. Okay, well we don't have any new links we can make. So there's that. We talked to Hastings and the porter. We can't play shuffleboard. To the cabins then? Oh, yeah, we can't go to the dining room. Huh. Okay. Oh, door handle. Ooh. Let's interact with that. Ah. Erratic scratches around the lock. These scratches must have been made by something sharp. A blade, perhaps. A fingerprint. The light is catching a part of a fingerprint. I do not have the appropriate tools with me, but I'm sure I can find a way to reveal the full print. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? Is there anything in her luggage we could use to find a fingerprint?
Oh.
I'm surprised Mademoiselle Farquhar's luggage made it this far without spilling with the amount she packed. Oh yeah, we already found that. Oh, her mascara. Ooh. I wonder if item added to inventory. Makeup remains a mystery to me, but judging by her fashion sense, this must be a popular shade. Okay, so I wonder if we can borrow, like, yeah, if we borrowed that stuff, maybe now we can lift the fingerprint? Scratching part of her finger. I do not have the appropriate tools with me. No, but we just stole her mascara. Maybe we can ask her if we can borrow it? Yeah, but then it just said we had... Oh, yeah, we have her mascara. Okay, so we have a brush. So now do we need... Oh, her powder case. Yes, yes, yes. Now we get her powder. One must be careful with such delicate powder. A horrible mess it would cause, although it could come in useful. Yes, it would. All right. Now, we're going to... Now we can use the powder and the brush. Okay. Perhaps the powder case I found may be of some use. Yes. Some would say it is a rather rudimentary way of taking fingerprints. I say quite genius.
Magnifique. A fingerprint. Now to determine who it belongs to.
You found one, detective? Ah, how exciting! I suppose you'll want to take mine. To rule me out, I mean.
Yes. Okay. And I wonder if we can look on the safe. So the guy's knife, right, with the metallic scratches, that is probably from breaking into the door. Now we just have to check the safe. I don't know, maybe this? Perhaps the powder case I found may be of some use. Yes. Okay, yep, so the same thing. No signs of any fingerprints on the dial. I may be dealing with a professional thief. Okay. Alright, well, we can ask people for their fingerprints
Of course.
now, right?
Whatever you need. Insured? Oh no, why would I have it insured?
I forgot to say what I was asking her. I was asking her if the cigarette case was insured. So we're seeing if it's like insurance fraud or something.
Anything of substantial monetary value.
I'll stop you there, detective. The cigarette case itself is hardly worth 2 pennies, but to me, it's priceless.
So yeah, why would somebody steal something that isn't valuable? I don't know.
Not for a second. At least not with my permission.
Okay, so nobody else was in her cabin.
You probably think this silly, naive woman has left her valuables out, or I've just misplaced them. But I assure you, that is not me.
I didn't say that.
Had not crossed my mind for even a moment.
Okay, there appears to be scratches on the cabin door's lock. Who could have caused these scratches? Mark. Currently, the only suspect I have for the scratches is the porter, Mark. Why the porter? Because he had a cut on his hand and he owns a knife. Oh, that's not right? Oh. Maybe because he's alcoholic? And he owns a knife? Or he's an alcoholic and the cut on his hand? Maybe that? Oh, that's not right. Okay. What is it? Okay, alcoholic and he owns a knife. Looking at the condition of the door and its lock, I cannot rule out a drunken attempt to open it. Yeah, okay, that's what it is. Yep. Alright. So now let's chat with this lady.
You could ask me anything.
Anything, you say? Would you allow me a sample of your fingerprint?
Am I to be used as your guinea pig?
I would not dare compare you to a guinea pig.
The answer is
would you be
yes,
so kind?
of course. I have nothing to hide.
Oh, good. Sorry, I keep clicking at random times in here. Okay. How are you going to take and compare our fingerprints? The mascara and the powder case? That is not right. Okay. Powder case? Well, if that's all I have. Perhaps there are more clues to be found. Okay. Alright, so we can't get it yet. We've got to figure out how to get the fingerprints first. Ooh. A gala invitation. I will be attending in a professional capacity, but I would have very much liked an invite of my own as a souvenir of my time in London. The committee at the Royal Edward Gallery requests the pleasure of the presence of Miss Florence Farquhar in the unveiling of an extraordinary new exhibition from the Musée Royal de something of Belgium, including the Penitent Magdalene. Okay. The formal invitation on one side, blank on the other. Okay. Alright, so I wonder, we just have a blank piece of paper, right? And then maybe we can put the mascara on the brush on somebody's finger, and then they can, like, put it on the piece of paper, so we can check the fingerprint?
You could ask me anything.
Let's see. Okay.
Am I to be used as...
I would not dare
The
All right.
answer is yes.
Okay, thank you. Alright, cool. Now let's do that and that. Yeah! Alright, the thief knew exactly how to keep their identity hidden. I must now take fingerprint samples from the others. Taking Mademoiselle Farquhar's will allow me to compare what prints are hers with those that may belong to our thief, followed by samples from Monsieur Hastings and Monsieur Allard. The only fingerprint that remains on the door is the one left by Mademoiselle Farquhar upon returning to her cabin. The culprit continues to evade me. There must be something I have not considered.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Oh, the gala invitation.
Yes. I'm really quite excited about it.
You have been invited to a preview at the Royal Edward Gallery. A small world indeed.
Will you be in attendance? It's actually one of the reasons that I have been in Belgium. I was lucky enough to have a sneak peek at some of the pieces on show. I'll also be writing a follow-up article on the success of it. Fingers crossed.
Lucky indeed. I am sure it will be a great success. Merci, mademoiselle. That is all for now.
Okay, so I couldn't take her fingerprints? Alright, let's go to the deck. Mark,
Oui, monsieur.
you are very suspicious. Oh no.
I shall let you return to your duties.
Okay, so... Okay, so this is... Can I see it? No, I cannot. What about this? Do I have new links? Oh, I have new links! Okay, alright. Okay, so we did check the fingerprints, we just didn't physically do it. That was when he was talking about that, yeah, he checked everybody's fingerprints, and the one that we found on the door handle belonged to Florence, and so we can't use that. Okay, so let's see, what connections can we make? None of the suspects used the code to access the safe. No fingerprints. Strange to find no fingerprints on the dial at all. No sign of tampering. Okay, dial. I mean, no fingerprints on
I
dial?
cannot see the logic in this.
Oh. Thief new code to this safe. No useful fingerprints remain on the door handle. Drunken break-in. Maybe that?
Voila.
Okay, none of the suspects knew Florence's safe combination code. There is still the chance that it was, although the suspects did not have the code to the safe, there's still a chance that it was cracked open. But yeah, the thief knew the code to the safe, but no one except Florence knew what it was. No useful fingerprints on there, and no useful fingerprints
What
on
a
the dial.
revelation.
Okay, no useful fingerprints remain. The thief has been careful to cover their tracks. Okay, and there's one more connection. Tracks covered. No useful fingerprints. Okay. Yeah, so it wouldn't be a drunken break-in then if the tracks...
Something just does not feel...
Oh, okay. I was thinking we'd connect it because it wouldn't make sense, right? If it was a drunken break-in, then why would they be so careful to cover their tracks? The safe was cracked? Tracks covered?
Magnifique.
There we go. Okay. The thief's attempt to fool me and cover their tracks only shows they knew exactly what they were doing. Okay. Another evidence thingy. Expert break-in. The thief's attempt to fool me and cover their tracks. Okay, so expert break-in. Alright. What do I connect? So it was an expert break-in. And what do I connect that with? Tracks covered?
Come, my little grey cells. We must think logically.
Oh, Yes, little gray cells. Okay, let's see. How about the safe was cracked? Expert break-in?
The evidence suggests something.
The evidence suggests something else. You suggest something else. I don't know where to connect that to. Okay, well, let's leave it for now. And then let's... Nope, we can't. Can't. There's something in here. Alright, no sign of tampering. Okay. I don't know. Maybe this? Oh, yeah. Okay. I can confirm that the porter was nothing more than a scapegoat for the thief. The erratic scratches on the door lock were made to make me believe he was behind the theft. Ah, I see.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Okay. My initial suspicion that the porter may have been the thief is beginning to waver. Would someone go to the lengths of framing him? Yes. Okay. So now we think... Alright. So now we figured that because there were no fingerprints and because the safe must have been cracked, it wouldn't be the drunken porter, right? He was framed to make it look like
I must
he could
consider
have done
the
it.
suspects I have in front of me. Monsieur Hastings. He is keen to impress Mademoiselle Farquhar and claims that he was alone in his cabin working since. Mark Allard, the porter. Evidence suggests a rather amateur attempt to break into the safe, which in his intoxicated state would make sense. But it was just a ruse. The safe was opened quite masterfully, leaving only signs of a poorly attempted break-in. Mademoiselle Babagnan, a new friend to Mademoiselle Farquhar, who appeared at a most convenient time. I cannot see a motive besides the obvious value of the cigarette case, but Mademoiselle Farquhar has made it quite clear the value is of a sentimental nature.
Okay.
Perhaps the best thing for me would be to return to my cabin to think. I fear my legs and perhaps even my evening meal will not last much longer amidst these waves. Perhaps...
Ah, detective. How goes the investigation?
You did it! I'm kidding.
A good detective, better yet, a great detective, will find motive, means, and opportunity.
She found it! Miss Babagnan found it! Oh, thank heavens!
I was on my way to speak with the captain when I saw something shining underneath one of those pipes.
Strange that it was not spotted earlier by any one of us while on the ship's deck.
Maybe the thief was scared and dumped it for fear of being caught red-handed.
Or she stole it to endear herself to this woman?
Miss Babagnan, Anastasia, you saved the day. I can't thank you enough. And you, of course, detective.
I find Mademoiselle Babagnan's explanation of finding the cigarette case rather coincidental. But without any definitive proof, I cannot suggest anything otherwise. The cigarette case has been returned and the coast is in sight, which is what is important. Although, there still remains a part of me that craves the truth.
I suppose you can chalk that up as a victory.
A victory for Mademoiselle Farquhar, but not in the eyes of the law.
Well, if anyone asks, I'll confirm what a splendid job you did.
Very kind, monsieur. While we are on the matter of truth, Monsieur Arthur Hastings, you are here to oversee the transportation of the penitent Magdalene painting, are you not?
How on earth?
You are aware of my employment, but not of my true identity. Detective Hercule Poirot.
Wait, are you the official that I was supposed to have met on board?
Oui, monsieur. Please, accept my apologies for keeping my true identity hidden. But I had to be sure your involvement with the theft was purely coincidental. When it comes to the nature of our work, trust must be earned.
A little unorthodox, but I suppose I understand. So you can trust me now?
It continues to grow.
Well, we have a couple of weeks before the gala, so hopefully by then you'll trust me with your life.
One can hope.
All right! So we finished the prologue. I have had a great time, and I hope you did too. I will see you next time. Bye!